Hey guys, it's me, Alex, and I'm back here with another video. And tonight's video is going to be a Alex listener. So I did get a request from someone. I couldn't find the request, but I saw it, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I'll do that. And I might do a Larry version because they also did ask for a Larry version. But there's going to be a few trigger warnings set in place because I forget to put them in the beginning all the time. So here's one. There's going to be mentions of suicide. Suicide. There's going to be cussing, crying, and maybe death. But yeah. So let's get into it. You and Sal have been together ever since high school. You can't remember one bad thing that had happened between you two. But yet you felt different. You felt off when you got older. It's almost like something inside you was eating you alive from the inside all the way out. You want it to stop. You couldn't hold it in much longer. You knew that Sal would be devastated and Larry would probably cry and Ash would never forgive herself and Todd and Neil, you didn't even know what would happen with them. But you had to. You couldn't anymore. You looked over at your bedside table where you saw a bottle of pills. Grabbing it, you set them in your pocket as you walked over to the liquor cabinet that Sal had for parties as you grabbed the strongest one in there. You were gonna end it tonight. Sal was out doing something with Larry, so it was perfect. You'd leave him a couple text messages and telling him how much he loves you, or you love him. And then you'd leave. You walked over to the old treehouse where you, Sal, and Larry always used to hang out. So you climbed up the ladder, leaving a note for him on one of the steps. You pushed yourself up into the treehouse. So you looked around at the last things that you'd see. You sighed a deep sigh as you sat down next to a bookshelf where you looked and saw one of Sal's guitar picks that he happened to have almost everywhere. You picked it up. It was a little dusty. He must have put it there and forgot about it. And probably didn't know it was there. Kind of smiled and set it back where it was as you took out the pill bottle, popping it open, taking a handful and holding it in your hands as you took out your cell phone. As you started typing the words, Sal, I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore. This city, this neighborhood, this town, it's killing me from the inside. I love you, and just know it's not your fault, and it was never your fault. Just please, keep living without me. Sal had responded pretty quickly and had started asking you questions, but you didn't answer him. You turned off your phone as you took the pills that were in your hand and shoved them in your mouth and grabbed the liquor bottle and started drinking. The pills didn't kick in right away, but you knew that they would eventually. As you were waiting for them, your phone started to ding off the hook. You picked it up just to look one last time, and Sal was saying that he was coming home. And you texted him and said you weren't at home. So he started texting about where you were, and you didn't answer him. You started to get really dizzy as you realized that your time was coming. You were finally going to be able to leave this hell of a town. You sighed as you closed your eyes one last time. When you heard running outside, you opened your eyes again and dragged your body over to where the small little window was, where you saw Sal was. Shit, you thought. He caught on. You sat there, letting the pills do whatever they were doing when Sal came up and he saw you. As he grabbed you and put your head in his lap. Listener, please. Please, you can't die. No, please. No, hang on. I called 911. They'll be here. They'll be here soon. Larry's trying to get everyone out of the house or getting them to the hospital so they can help you. Okay? It'll be okay. They'll be here soon. Please don't keep your eyes open, listener. Listener, fuck. Listener, keep your goddamn eyes open, please. No. No, it's not your time. You're too young. Please. We were supposed to live our life together. Please. What about me? What about Larry? What about Gizmo? Please. Listener, you can't die. Keep your eyes open, please. No, don't shut them, listener. Don't. No, listener. Listener, no, listener. Your sight started to blur the more you started to close your eyes. When finally everything went dark. It was dark for a bit until the light showed up. The light was bright, but not that bright. It only shone to about where your feet started. And when you walked into where the light was, it got smaller as you walked towards it. Is this death, you thought? Finally, you got to where the light ended, as it was in the shape of a door. You went to go and touch it when darkness overcame it. Then your eyes shot open. You looked around. You realized that you were hooked up to machines, laying in a hospital bed with one of those things that helps you breathe in your nose. You sat up as you looked around, trying to figure out what the hell was going on, when you realized your suicide attempt failed. You looked around to see no one was there. Not Sal, not Larry. No one. You started to cry. You wanted to die so bad. But yet you couldn't. It was a dumb idea and you shouldn't have tried. You wouldn't just only hurt Sal worse, and Larry and Ash and all of your friends you would have hurt so much worse. When finally you heard the door open, you looked over to the door to see a nurse standing there with what looked like to be another shot of something. When she looked up and saw you, she quickly smiled and said, "Oh, you're awake." As she walked over, set the shot down on a table nearby and walked over to you and started to feel your head. Well, your fever has gone down, hun, but you're still gonna need to get lots of rest. So that boy that brought you in, the blue hair and the mask, who's that? Your boyfriend? Nice. What's his name? Sal? Yeah. Well, we basically had to drag him out of here. He wouldn't leave your side until you woke up. He actually left this morning, so. But he'll be back soon. How long have you been out? Oh, about 3 days. Yeah, I know. The doctor will be in soon to give you that shot. It's just to make sure that, the pills that you took didn't do much, or to help fight off the pills that you took. But as soon as your boyfriend gets here, I'll let him know that you're awake. Okay? Okay. Doctor will be in a minute. You sat there as you stared down at your wrists, which were surprisingly bandaged. I mean, yeah, you did add fresh new cuts before you, tried offing yourself. Obviously, they found out about that. A few minutes passed, and finally the doctor walked in. He didn't say much except asked you how you were feeling, and you said you felt like shit. Absolute shit. And he kind of just giggled a bit and said, yeah, I'd feel like shit if I was in your position too. And so he grabbed the syringe and said that he would have to give you the shot, and then it'll only hurt a pinch. You just let him do it. You were so done with today. Or the days that you were passed out, you were so done. So you just let him do it. You barely felt anything. I mean, your body was numb and you could barely feel anything. The doctor had said that there were people coming to see you. As you looked at him, your eyes starting to fill with fear and who it might be. He looked at you and said that it was a couple of friends. One of them wouldn't leave your side. You knew he was talking about Sal. You looked at him and said okay as he walked out of the room, and you heard running down the hall. All of a sudden, the same blue-haired boy with the mask showed up at your door with Larry, Ash, Todd, and Neil behind him. He ran up to you, taking his mask off without any hesitation, and kissing you. He was so happy you were alive. He pulled away and he started to sob. Larry was at your other side as he grabbed your hand and held it just for a bit. Ash basically threw Larry and brought you into a huge hug as Neil and Todd stared from the end of the bed at you with a slight smile on their face. Then Ashley spoke up. Listener, you dumbass, what was that about? What? You almost died! From yourself! Larry was scared senseless. I was scared senseless. Dude, Sal hasn't bathed in like 3 days because you're not home. Yeah, Sal. I told her. Don't look at me like that. Anyways, are you okay? Alright. Just glad you're okay. We missed you. Doctor said that you're gonna have to stay here for a couple more days, but you'll be able to come home soon. Can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait either. But no, seriously, dude. You need to take a bath. Larry. What? You do? I can smell you from all the way from your room, and I'm in the basement with Gizmo. Dude. Take a bath. Fine, I'll take one tonight. Thank you! Oh my god. Now, come on, guys. Let's leave Sal and listener alone. Sal wants to talk to them. Alright. I'll see you later, listener. See you later, listener. See ya. Wow, this is awkward. What was going on? What I mean is, why did you try to kill yourself? What do you mean, this town? Is it about this dark entity in the Addison apartments? It's not just the apartments, it's the whole town. How do you know that? You saw it? Where? Everywhere? Almost like it was following you? Listener, don't worry, okay? We'll stop whatever this fucking darkness is, or whatever this is, or if it's the fucking cult or something, we'll stop it. But please, don't kill yourself over it. I mean, you heard what Ash and Larry said. I didn't bathe for 3 days, and you know how I am with my hygiene. I'm just glad you're gonna be home soon. It's been really hard to sleep in my bed without you. I love you, and I want you to be safe, okay? And yes, the nurses did tell me about the self-harming going on. I'm gonna be keeping an extra eye on you because of that. I love you, alright? And I don't want anything happening to you. And neither does Gizmo. Gizmo tried running out the door when I opened it and almost got into the car. Like, he knew I was gonna go see you, and I couldn't let him come. So he's gonna be excited to see you. But still, I'll come visit you every single day, okay? I love you. I gotta go now, okay? Alright. Bye. Alright, this is gonna be the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making this one, but those little cries that you heard Sal doing, those, I actually almost started crying. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Yes, you guys did get home safely. Yes, Gizmo was able to see you. Yes, you and Sal are now, like, happy. And yes, the darkness is gone. Just to summarize it up, because I don't want to add, like, another 20 minutes to this, or else it'd take forever to export. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your morning, day, or night. Bye-bye!